Good morning. Hello. In the previous lecture, we were discussing something related to the SI units or fundamental units, derived units, or the decimal system. Now, today we will study again something like scientific notations or significant figures. Now, why we want to study this? Why scientific notations or significant figures are necessary? See, these are not the topics that are going to be asked to you, write a short note on them or write like this. This is a particular topic of significant figure or scientific notations that have been asked to you not to write the short note, but when you are doing the numericals or when you are doing some questions, solutions, you are always asking up to how many decimals should I calculate? If you have been told that get the answer of 1 divided by 3. You have been told that. Suppose you want to find out the answer of 1 divided by 3. So you will be getting it as an answer 0.33333 and so on. So question arises for you. Up to what decimal should I get the answer? Should I do it up to 0.33? Should I do it 0.3333? Or should I do it only 0.3? Question mark. Same way, if you have been asked, get the answer of the different unit. Suppose you have been told 3 by 5. Now 3 by 5 means what will happen? You will be saying it as 0.6. Right? Single decimal. You got the answer. What should I do it for this? Up to what decimals? Like that, many numbers are there. When I am going it for the divisions, I am getting the answers in the fractions. Right? In a calculator also sometimes it becomes a limitation because your calculator might be up to 8 digits, 10 digits, 12 digits, 14 digits, different. And if I do it on the computer, I get it endless. It never ends. Right? So, question mark is there. Second question mark is when I am getting the answer as 0.66666 and it's told to me you want to write the answer up to 2 decimal or up to 1 decimal, what should I write the answer? Right? So that type of questions whenever have been asked, I want to write the answers that should be matched and that should be correctly given out. So for that case, in the numericals or in the questions, when you have been given out some digits, that will help you to know it that how to get the answers or up to what decimal should I go it. And that is known as scientific notation, or the another one is a significant figure. First of all, we will understand what is scientific notation and how to convert that scientific notations. Right? Now, scientific notations means whenever you are going to have it any number. Let's have it 345.87. So this is not a scientific notation. For the scientific notation, the first factor is you should have it something as in 10 raised to some exponential number. Right? And the second term that you want to remember is your decimal should be always after first non-zero digit. Again I am repeating it. The decimal should be after first non-zero digit. Non-zero means except 0, whatever you are having it. Your decimal should be after first non-zero digit. That is fixed. Now, if it is necessary to move this decimal onto the left side, that means I am moving it in the forward direction. My exponential will be always positive. I am moving it on the forward, right? But if I'm having it as in, suppose the number in this format, 0.0034. So in that case, these are the zeros. My decimal should be after first non-zero. So my first non-zero is 3. So my decimal should be in front of 3. So what I will have to do it is, I will have to move this decimal one place, second place, third place, fourth place. But I moved it into the right hand side. When I am moving it into the right hand side, I will write the exponential in negative. These are the simple factors to remember. Move your decimal to the left side, your exponential will be positive. Whatever the digits you are moving it, that will be its exponential power. Whatever digits you are moving on the left hand side, positive. Right hand side, negative. Number of digits that are moved, that will be its exponential. At the same time, it is compulsory, again I am saying it, first non-zero digit. Over there only your decimal should be placed. Let's have it as another example. Like if the number is given to us 23.87, then what will be its scientific notation? Your decimal should be moved into the left hand side. So your answer will become as 2.387 into 10 raised to 1. Though it is there, it's a scientific notation. Similarly, if it is given to me 2387 like this, then in that case my decimal is going to move it on the right hand side. So my answer over there, it will be in the form of 10 raised to minus 1. This is the example I told you, and you have to remember, because during the conversion in even the numericals, when you will come across, when you are doing it, this will be very helpful to you, because this will help you to get your answers. Up to how many decimals should I calculate my answer? That will be known to me, right? So writing the format in the form of decimal after first non-zero and 10 to the exponential is known as scientific notation. Suppose you have been told 8,000. Then what is its scientific notation? You will be saying it as, sir, it should be 8.0 into 10 raised to first, second, third. I moved my decimal onto the left hand side. Now how did I told? After putting the decimal, if I am putting 0, that value is not important. So that is the reason why I got it as 8 into 10 raised to 3. But suppose if it is given to me 0.8000, then what will happen? Still I am moving it only one decimal, so answer will be 10 raised to minus 1. Right? Now why this notation was carried out? It's one good example is there for us. That is 1 mole. 1 mole has how many units? You know it, in the lower standard you have studied it. You are having it as an 6.022 into 10 raised to 23. Now how to write this number? If it was scientific notation was not developed, you would have kept on writing it like this. How many times? A small error, 1 0 less or 1 0 more, a concept will change. So to avoid this type of an errors, the decimal was placed and it was converted as 10 raised to 23. This is the reason why we convert or studied the scientific notations, so that it becomes an easier for us to write the answers. Right? Okay. Now this was about the scientific notation. The second important factor of the scientific notation, why it is useful, or when you have been given out the sums in the scientific notations, how will you go for addition, subtraction? So In that case, suppose you have been told 2.0 into 10 raised to 2 plus you have been told 3.0 into 10 raised to 3. What is the answer? What you are going to do it? You want to go for the addition, right? So make it sure that when such type of additions or subtraction is told to you, addition or you have been given out subtraction, then your exponential should be same. Then only you can go for addition subtraction. So make it sure that while you are going for this type of addition subtraction in the numericals, your exponentials, the value should be same. So that means here it's a 10 raised to 2, here it's a 10 raised to 3. So in place of that, if I move my one decimal, it will become 10 raised to 2. So now it becomes an easier. Once the exponential are same, we can go for addition or we can go for subtraction. So for the addition or subtraction, the factor you have to remember is that exponential should be same, right? While in the case of multiplication or division, if multiplication sign is there and you have been told to multiply it, but their exponentials are not same, we don't have any bother for it. What we will do it is, those multiples we will add the exponential. See, in the previous sum, I just made it same and wrote same number only once. But when I am going for multiplication, I will add those exponentials and put it and simply multiply those two numbers. Right? Similar way, when we are having it as a division, we want to go it for, suppose, division. Then in that case, so those exponentials will be subtracted. Those will be subtracted and the division will be done 2 by 6. That means, now this is endless. We will be getting the answer. But is it scientific notation? No. So we want to convert it into scientific notation. So this answer will be written out as 6.666 into 10 raised to minus 2. This is still it's a recurring. I will teach you how to convert it into some digits or when to convert it or after how many decimals we want to convert it. So this is what, while doing the numericals, you can do it so that it becomes an easier for your calculations. Okay. The another one is, after scientific notations, the second factor, that is we want to study, it's a termed as significant figures. Now this is what is useful to us, significant figures. This is the one which will help you to know it, that up to what decimal you should get your answers. So what is that significant figure? Let's take it only a small thing, or should I do it in the next lecture? Only a basic I will show you. What is significant figure? 1.2. What will be the significant figure for it? 1 and 2 digits are there. 2 digits are there, so its significant figure is 2. I am having it as an 1.23, so that means it's having it as a 3 figures, so significant figure is 3. But if I am having it as a 0.1, what is its significant figure? 1. But if I am writing it as in 0.10, what is the significant figure? 2. So how to find out a significant figure which will help you to do the answers up to what decimal should I calculate it. But as it's too heavy for us for the today, because it's again a second lecture, so let's do it in our next lecture. In the later on we'll study the detail about the significant figures. Okay, thank you.